it's just all these next steps of like what growth is, and
Yeah.
and building the right way and building
Mhm.
from the ground up. So
I
yeah.
mean that's my expectation. I know that's I've already like that was already something I knew that would be in the works for sure. Because yeah, I mean there are people who buy subscribers, which I highly advise against because people can tell when you buy subscribers because if they look at your view count and they see how many subscribers you have, they're like, whoa, how this person has 50 views, but they have
Yeah.
100,000. Yeah,
Yeah, I've been
it's
seeing these
yeah,
accounts.
people.
These motherfuckers got
Yeah,
one post, but
mhm.
like 20,000 followers. Like, what the
Yeah, people,
fuck?
yeah, people pay for
One
subscribers.
post?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a whole thing to try to get the algorithm to speed up their monetization process. So that's but people are getting caught for that. So that's so that's obviously something I advise highly against. But
I
yeah, but
mean,
as far as
I
like
pay for 100. You know what I mean? If I give $50 or maybe even $100, a dollar.
you
I'm not
can
gonna jump out the boat and give me 10K. I'm not saying
yeah
all that, but like,
I mean yeah
120, 125. Don't say I don't know.
that could actually that could actually work because you can you can justify that right if you
They'd
have
be
to
like,
explain that
yeah, you know what? They
you can
did have a
justify
couple
that yeah
episodes that was hitting.
yeah yeah
I mean, I could see that.
and we have some views that are like close to that number as well so like in some of the videos that we
Yeah.
have so it's kind of like yeah so we could justify something like that but
Not to
20K
say, not to
20K bro
say that we are gonna do anything like that.
well of course not but we just
Yeah,
it's just the
obviously,
reality
no,
of what we've seen people do
right,
like it's obvious that people
obviously,
do it
yeah, we would never do that. We wouldn't do something like that. Of course not.
but
No, yeah, we wouldn't do that. That's not something we would do. Who
yeah,
does
yeah, I'm
that?
just,
Who does
I'm just,
that?
yeah, I'm just asking for a friend, really, just trying to get some
Okay.
information for a friend.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
that's the only reason why I'm even
Inquiring
diving
minds
into it.
want to
Yeah,
know. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like it's just like
yeah,
maybe we might put a how-to video together at some point.
yeah, yeah.
Just for
That
people
would
that just want
be
to know how these things work. It's
right,
funny
right,
because it's
exactly.
like these uh these people that have online they have the damn bomb diagrams of how to build the pipe bomb and on how to build the freaking
Oh
pressure
my
cooker bomb
goodness.
and stuff like that online. It's like what? It's just in case somebody wants to, it's curious how these things work. That's it. For
Yeah,
educational purposes.
right.
And next
Okay.
thing you know, niggas blowing up Boston
Yep.
races and shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Running into the World Trade Center,
You
yeah,
know,
in a van in '93.
yeah.
So it's like,
So
yeah, it's like, okay.
those things could get out there. But anyway,
Yeah,
yeah, we wouldn't,
yeah.
nah, never.
But no, seriously, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that.
No, of course not.
No, it's not something that I've thought about.
Never crossed my mind.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah.
Not even once. But hey, we need to get that damn Patreon up, so we don't have to
Oh,
do shit like that.
I've actually been meaning to talk to you about that, the Patreon. Because there are certain topics that we have dived into that we can really cook. We can really cook on in a
Patreon, you think?
Patreon though. Yeah, and to be honest, like for example, that whole so when we talked about the whole thing with your boy Cam Thomas from the
Yeah,
Brooklyn Nets,
yeah.
we can dive much deeper into that. Right?
Oh no, okay, but whoa.
That
Okay, I know. I see what
or
you're saying. I
just
see what you're
like
saying.
topics like that is what I'm saying
I
in
know what you're
general.
talking about. I know what you're talking about. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're talking about something different than what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought that's what you were
But I
talking
know what
about.
you're talking about. I'm gonna touch on that in a second.
Okay.
But here's what I was originally saying is that regardless for your regular episodes, we can put
Mhm.
our Patreon out there. Hey, if you like the show, if you like what you hear, you know what I mean, you want to help, fund this process and this whole endeavor, here's our Patreon. You know what I mean? If it's
Mhm.
$1, if it's $2, we can take it. You know what I mean? It'll be great if you could do, $1, $2 a month and just
Yeah.
set it on repeat, whatever. We'll take it,
Yeah.
just for every episode, whatever. But what you're talking about is another feature of Patreon where you can put certain content behind the paywall.
Yes.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we ain't nowhere near having that kind of conversation yet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I know about it. I know what you're
Mhm.
talking about, and I know
Mhm.
that's a thing that people do. Um, and that's
I was
and
just putting the idea out there. I'm not saying that we have to do it. I'm saying
no,
I
no,
was just putting
no,
it.
no. It's a
That's
good
out there.
idea to put in the parking
Yeah.
lot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're gonna put in the parking lot.
Mhm.
These things that we put in the parking lot, we eventually will get to.
Mhm.
And it's good to know that you're thinking that far ahead. So that's
Mhm.
encouraging.
Mhm.
It's just we're not at that to even like put any brain power behind that right now.
Oh no, no,
Like
just
yeah, we gotta be off that. But
so the reason why I was thinking that you were even thinking about what I
the
was thinking
other thing
about,
about the
yeah, the
other
other
thing,
thing, yeah, because so I've heard that quite often in various podcasts that I've listened to, and it's usually super chats. Like they'll say that like, hey, because of your super chats, I'm able to continue to fund this
yeah,
project. I'm able to,
that's another yeah,
so it would have registered in my mind if it was like
yeah,
if you said super chats, but like since you said Patreon, it made me think of like exclusive content because that's what people
yeah.
always pitch when they say Patreon, like exclusive content go
Nah,
through
there's
Patreon.
plenty of
But I didn't know that Patreon had something like that though.
yeah, it's plenty of.
Okay.
I get a receipt in my because there's several podcasts that I pay for. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
just because I want to. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm like, bro, I've been listening to these casts for 7 years.
Yeah.
They've given me 7 years of information of doing their homework, of doing the microphone, of getting their
Mhm.
all that bullshit that we doing.
Yeah.
They've been doing that work, and I've been
Yeah. For a
consuming
minute.
their shit for
Mhm.
free for a
Mhm.
long time. It's
Mhm.
gotten me through plane rides. It's gotten me through train rides. It's gotten
Mhm.
me through like depressing moments in my life. It's gotten me through stepping out of religion. It's
Mhm.
gotten me through like divorce. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like some of these
Mhm.
different podcasts that I'm listening to and stuff, and that like these people have
Fair.
been in my voice, in my ear. You know what I mean? I'm listening where they're coming from, and
Mhm.
it's helping me grow in different ways. I'm listening to like podcasts that's nothing but like black women
Mhm.
sometimes, just because like it's like I'm peeking behind the curtain a little bit. And so I've been learning and absorbing from all these people who have done all that background work. And
Mhm.
all I gotta do is go to my phone and just boop, pop it on,
Mhm.
and I get the fucking the goodness of all that labor that they
And
put in.
you have a greater appreciation of that now because of obviously this.
Yeah,
So that's why you're okay. Yes, I got
yeah,
it. Yeah, I made the connection. I got you. I got
bruh.
you.
So
Yeah.
I got to the point where I was like, yo, I need to, yo, bravo, thank you. You go to a restaurant, you tip your waiter and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like at
Mhm.
least I could do is tip these guys. I've
Yeah.
been in the service industry. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like I know what it's like
That's actually
to.
why I'm big on tipping too, because I'm like these people, man. Because I'm in a position where I feel like I can give to people, so like I make sure I tip and I tip well. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
understand what you mean because I have podcasts that I have like subscription to. They have a subscription with as well. Like I might not even be following them, but just like you mentioned, like these are podcasts that I've been rocking with for a minute.
yep,
Minds that I admire, that I've learned from, that I can
yep,
glean from, and I'm like, I can
yep.
give them $5.
And you
I
know
give
what?
$5 here and there.
I
I
ain't
can
never bought none of their
rock with them.
products on the advertisements. I
Yeah,
know that
yeah,
much. I ain't never
yeah,
bought none of their products, but guess what? You know what I mean? I'll
mm,
contribute to them
yeah,
direct, and for them it's better for them because they get 100% of that, as opposed to
yeah.
just like a little share of whatever product I buy. They'll
Yeah,
send them
yeah,
like
they take
50
a
cents.
percentage. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? So I just
yeah,
directly give them, you know what I mean, $5, $10,
yeah.
and some it's added up over time because I've been subscribed and like paying for their content for a while. So hey, over time now I've paid $300, but like I've
Mm.
gained fucking $1 million in game.
Worth the game. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And when I think about it, now that you mentioned it, when I think about it, I think it's actually dope for real because, um, it is you gain a lot more, especially if it's something that you see real change in your life because of the information that you've been
Yeah,
able to receive from this podcast. Like you kind of have to pay it forward a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, just pay it forward kind of
yeah,
thing. Like, and I also look at it from even a spiritual perspective because I look at it from seed time or harvest. You probably recall that hearing that. So I look at it as like actually sowing seed and harvesting the same type of support for like this podcast or for any other project. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes back
yeah.
around. Like I truly believe in that. So
Oh,
like
so like basically all the stuff that we're doing now and at this stage of this game, you know what I mean? We're just sowing seeds.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
so it's like,
absolutely. And it's
and the
gonna
thing
harvest in one
is,
way or another for sure.
it's like we're not. It's not like, bro, I got a full time job. You got a full time job. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got money. You got money, but
yeah,
like
yeah.
this is a hobby and a
Mhm,
extracurricular activity that we're interested in that other people might fuck with, and we happen with our hobby to be able to like provide some content for other people.
absolutely.
So it's like I, bro, nigga, this ain't nobody getting rich off of this. Ain't nobody trying to
Yeah,
get rich off of
facts,
this. Ain't
facts.
nobody
Yeah.
of any illusion that this is gonna be um some multi-million dollars. Like, I mean, that would be great one day, like, cause
Mhm,
Joe Rogan did it. Like, but like, Man, that's a whole nother. Man, I could get into these fucking some of these. Matter of fact, put a pin in
That's
that. If I
yeah.
remember, I'm going to jump into that. If I remember, I don't know if I'm going to remember, but if I
That's a
do,
that's a
I got something to say about
rare
them.
occasion. Yeah.
It's not that rare, and I'll tell you in
Oh,
a second.
so there's a okay. I got you.
Nigga,
I got
I'm
you.
trying to remember what the last thing
got
I was
you.
going to say before I jump into this other thing.
I got you. Yeah.
Duh, there is a chance that somebody could become a multi, a conglomerate. You know what I mean? Start a whole media brand coming from the ground up in podcasting, or video casting, whatever this is. So like, matter of fact, I think even this thing here might be like, we're actually early adopters kind of, because all the podcasts that have been in, historically mostly just the audio format, and then a couple people got the idea to like, yo, we could just keep doing the podcast thing. You don't need a bunch of setting, you don't need a freaking actors and all this stuff. You don't need to make a movie.
Yeah.
Just turn on the fucking camera. That's it. Just like whatever you got on, you know what I'm saying, or whatever your space is at, you know what I mean? But of course, spaces have become a little bit more elaborate over time, whatever. But that's what. But a lot of these podcasts that I've like been riding with for a minute, it's just them in their goddamn bedroom. Or
Yeah.
just in the space, like, you know what I mean, where just like an office or something, or even just them in the kitchen.
It's so crazy. I've seen like there's some marriage podcasts that I've followed, and there's this one couple that they literally wake up out of their bed and they sit right in front of their bed, and they have the whole setup right there in the bedroom.
Yeah,
nothing complicated. They just make their bed.
Nothing that complicated. So but as you grow, you gotta pay for some more stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You gotta step your game up.
You have to show progress at the very.
You have to show progress. Your viewers have to see that, and you have to sort of lead by example. So you don't want to be talking, a marriage podcast and like y'all sleeping in the different beds in different rooms or some shit, you know what I mean? And like y'all recorded from different Zoom cameras. Like, why they always recording from different Zoom cameras? Like, turns out, you know what I mean, homie moved out and he's actually in the hotel or something like that. And like, but that's just how it's been. But like, if you're talking about fitness, sometimes, you know what I mean, you kind of should have some evidence of fitness.
Yeah.
There's, not body shaming, just if that's your podcast, then you could have that one. But for the fitness one, it's going to look a particular way.
Yeah.
Or, or any of the whatever subject matter you could think of. But like, as the game grows, you need better mics, you need better cameras, you need a better setting, you need a new plant back here. That one I'm not sure about, that plant back there. So
I didn't have my AirPods on. I was still able to hear it like through the speakers from my computer. Like it was loud enough.
And that doesn't like go through your microphone, through the Logitech microphone, and they can hear it echo.
No, because with the interface, you can just turn it off, so it's not gonna pick up anything. Like the microphone.
No. But like, you don't need an interface for the Logitech.
Not for the Logitech, but for this.
But you say you was using the Logitech as your microphone.
Yes, I was.
But you was having your sound come out of your speakers.
Yes.
So why didn't the Logitech pick up your speaker sound?
Why didn't it pick up my speaker? Well, I guess technically it would.
Because I think it would cause an echo or that like.
Oh, that's what you're getting at. Okay. Yeah, but that didn't happen though.
Isn't that how it usually happen when the audio and the and
they're clashing.
They're clashing because the audio and the microphone is like in the same vicinity.
Yeah, that's
or at least cause an echo.
That's typically what would happen, but it didn't happen though.
You sure your other guys wasn't experiencing an echo from you the entire time?
They would have said something. They didn't say nothing. that would be weird if they didn't say nothing.
I'm like,
that would be very weird because
like, but I be on some Zoom calls sometimes, dog, and some shit be going down, and I be like,
yeah.
Should I say something? Oh, no, I'm gonna let it say something. That's not my place to say something. Should I say something though? But like, I'm still hearing. I know y'all hearing this. Does everybody else have their speaker? I know y'all hearing this, right? Should I say something? Crazy. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say nothing. So I wonder if like everybody.
I ain't gonna lie. That would be very strange if that was the case. I'm like, bro, really? Like, I would think less of y'all if y'all didn't tell me. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Nobody stepped up. Like, that's kind of crazy. It's not my place. It's not my place. Somebody else will say something. So it's not a good Samaritan amongst a lot.
That's crazy. if that was the
stepped
case,
up.
that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, because I was like, bro, for real, like y'all really didn't say nothing. Like that would be wild if nobody said. If people just force themselves to experience it,
Force
it was like,
themselves,
you know
okay, I guess this is life. This is life now. This is how I live now. Through an
what
echo.
are we doing? What are we doing here?
Yo, half of the people on that call don't know what the fuck y'all was talking
Bruh.
about.
Oh.
Whoever the main speaker was, the main speaker is just wah 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 wah.
This is why I have little hope in humanity. This is crazy.
Ain't nobody said that.
This is crazy.
Oh my god!
I really hope that was.
Man, you gotta check in. You gotta check in with your strong friends, bro.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
right.
They're holding it in. You know what I mean? They holding it,
You're
but
right.
they know
Right.
all week they ain't been sleeping right. They're like, God damn it, nobody said nothing, and I didn't say anything. Just like all week. I didn't
That's
think
so
about
crazy
it.
because it was no issue or nothing. That would be crazy if no one if you
Right?
work for internet and just let it ride. That's wild.
Hey, you about to call your homie, dog? The nigga be like, you know, I've been praying on this. Thank God you called. Thank God you called.
Come on.
I was struggling. You know how Christians like to use that word struggling?
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
wrestling.
like,
I was wrestling.
come on, man. Come on, man.
And the boy didn't say nothing. Like, it was God that sent you that message through your atheist brother.
Yeah, apparently so. Apparently
Hey,
so.
what's that one thing? What God can use anybody? He used Saul, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, y'all. but it's certain things that, bro, I don't need God to tell me this. You, bro, just be a.
You can tell me, my G.
You can literally tell me.
Just tell me right now. You got the info. Yeah.
Like,
nah, I'd rather send a message. I'd rather send a message through God because He works in the. And then you find out God works in mysterious ways too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, come on, man! I'm never getting this message.
Look.
Look at you in there trying to decode that bit.
I'm not gonna lie. Like Loki, I feel like when people say that sometimes it's kind of like it's out of like with something like that, like with that type of situation, right? That sound more of like laziness, right? Because it's like, man, God had nothing to do with this, bro. He gave you a brain.
Yeah,
He gave you a brain. Just tell them.
God was like, bruh, hit me up for the hard things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine you on play. Remember that show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
and you had God as a lifeline.
Right.
And they hit you up with, and the question is like, who was the first African American president of the United States? Right?
Oh my God. This is crazy.
Are you just struggling? You just struggling. Like, dang, I don't know. Dang, I know this. Osama? No, not Osama. Hussein? No, Saddam Hussein? No, God damn it. Oh, I got it. God damn it. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Hello. This is God.
What? Who's playing God's voice? Morgan Freeman?
It gotta be Morgan Freeman. Come on, man. What kind of question is that? Like, bro, like, if there is a God and
Mm-hmm.
and He don't sound like that, right?
I don't like where this is going.
I'm gonna be like, no. I'm be like, nah. I'm be like, all right. I'm like, respectfully. You know what I mean?
Yo,
respectfully. Have you heard of this creation of yours named Morgan Freeman?
Oh, Mark.
Here, you know what I mean? Look at this. And this was the one? Oh, you saw that movie too? Oh, you missed that one. Yeah. I'm gonna have to consult with Morgan Freeman on this whole I'm not getting anything. Just like,
yes.
You know what I mean? Because I can hear the voice of authority, and I'm not getting Morgan Freeman from you, my guy.
So whose answer is it? What is it? Danny DeVito? Is that the
the Danny DeVito voice? No, you know what that nigga sound like? He got a song like damn, I forgot this dude name, but like he's like, hey, and I think he did the voice of like that.
What?
He did the voice. He
Wow.
was the parrot.
Mm.
I think he was the parrot. Oh, I gotta look at this up.
Oh, I know you talking about a comedian. You talking about a comedian?
Yeah, was he
Yeah. Oh,
was he the
what's his
parrot
name?
in Lion King?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, the
His
other
face.
guy, John Oliver, also did the not the parrot but the toucan.
He did
So maybe it
the
was a toucan in Lion King, but like John Oliver was also an annoying voice. Although I love John Oliver, shout out to John Oliver, but that's also an annoying voice I could have also done. But he has the whole British thing going on. Toucan from
I know you're talking about.
Lion
He's
King.
he's low key like a
What's this
like
dude's
one of them
name?
OG comedians.
But
But
dog, I
yeah,
can't remember this dude's name. But like, bro, man, he got like an annoying that voice. But either way, if guy come out sounding like that, my guy, you know what I mean? You need a system upgrade. You know what I mean? Like a reset or something like that. Just get the voice right. Just to get the voice right. Yo. So I don't know.
You know who you talking about? I think this might be him. Gilbert Gottfried.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
That dude.
That guy, yeah.
That dude. Bruh. I mean, if you walked up there and guy was sounding like Gilbert Gottfried, hey, from Laven. Welcome to heaven. You know what I mean? Like that was either the best.
I would definitely.
That was either the best Gilbert Gottfried impression you've ever heard, or probably the single worst. Probably the single worst. Either way, I deserve a trophy.
Oh man, he is. Oh my.
Gilbert Gottfried, that voice.
Yeah. Yep.
But man, he made a killing.
Snap.
He made a killing.
Yo, I didn't know he died.
Oh snap! Really?
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
When?
April 12th, 2022.
Oh dang, that was just last year.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know he died. That's crazy. He was only what? How old was he?
Gilbert Gottfried?
Well, I mean, he's what, 45? He was like 60.
Hey, he died?
Yeah, he wasn't even 70. Yeah, that's wow. I didn't know that. That's actually surprising to me.
1955.
Yeah, what's that? 45 that's
1955.
67? Yeah.
Dang, bro, he's been in everything too. Shoot.
Dang, that's crazy. I didn't know he died.
He's okay. So we got. He was in Sharknado, right? A movie that I love. It's the most ridiculous movie ever. He was in House Party.
Yo, what is this? What is this fandom?
No, he was in House Party 3. He was in House Party 3.
I think I actually remember him in House Party 3.
Yeah, House Party 3. House Party is actually making a comeback. There's about to be a new House Party.
Yeah, I saw the joint with LeBron in there.
Yep, LeBron's that joint. So that's they got I think they did like an Airbnb or something like that, and it turns out it was LeBron's house, or maybe they were cleaning. Maybe it was a pool boy or something like that, like that. But yeah, Dr. Doolittle. Yeah, that's another big one. Gilbert Gottfried was in a lot of like a lot of the A Million Ways to Die in the West. That's but like a lot of like movies that growing up. The Aladdin, the Return of Jafar. Fairy Odd Parents. He was a voice on there. Fairy Odd Parents.
Okay.
You used to watch that shit like crazy.
I think yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And and the original Aladdin. Yeah, he's in the original Aladdin. So maybe I was thinking Lion King. So I was thinking of Aladdin.
I was thinking of that bird.
Yeah. Because I knew it was a bird of some sort. Yeah.